So there's been a few changes here at the UK team. Some of us you'll know, hopefully by now, and others of us will be new to you. So I'm just going to run through everybody and tell you what each of them do. First of all, we've got Robert, who heads up Team UK, of course. Most of you will know him by now, I hope. There's myself, Fleur, who looks after most of the trade and consumer campaigns. We've got Beck, who's just joined us from the Alice Springs office, so hopefully she'll be a familiar face as well. And she is our marketing executive, looking after a lot of the trade engagement, the training and campaign management as well. And we've got Laura, who is our PR manager and works really closely with us on all that we do. And when it comes to social, we've got Ross and Crystal, who manage all our social channels and our digital strategy for us. And now we're going to tell you a little bit about what we've done this year.
It's been a great year for the Northern Territory from the UK. Our visitation is up by 12%. We've had some great activities done in Central Australia. Obviously the Ashes, we did lose that, but of course the town was really buzzing and really exciting with over 300 British visitors. Also, of course, we were very lucky and privileged to have the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge come and visit us at Uluru, which gave us absolutely magnificent worldwide exposure. And of course, up in the top end, we've got a really exciting aviation strategy with two airlines, both Silkair and Malaysia, flying into Darwin, bringing passengers from the UK into our wonderful destination.
So we started the year with a bang, with a win at Hampton Court Palace Flower Show in our partnership with Qantas, Trailfinders and Tourism Victoria with our Essence of Australia garden.
Well, we've got some iconic visual stories of the Northern Territory here. Of course, Uluru, or Ayers Rock, in the structure here.
Tiffany here from Trailfinders about how we get customers coming to the Northern Territory and spend money in the Territory. Tiffany, how do you do that?
Well, firstly, we have very well trained staff. Most of them have visited the Northern Territory, so they're able to sell the product very well. We're obviously delighted to be part of this campaign. For myself and the Trailfinders team, it's been great fun, and off the back of it, we're going to see lots of bookings for the Northern Territory.
Moving on from that, we've just launched our biggest ever campaign with Singapore Airlines.
Hello, here we are at Waterloo Station on our station takeover day with Singapore Airlines. It's one of London's busiest, and this is our biggest consumer campaign with the airline to date.
So yes, we've been working with TNT very closely over the last couple of years. We've been jointly promoting the territory for meals, through different marketing campaigns with the trade, and also with consumer events such as this one. So it's been a great partnership so far, and we hope it's going to get even better in the future.
And coming up, we've got some campaigns with Expedia, one in 2014, the second in 2015, also some projects in the pipeline with Qantas and Philippine Airlines, and a great famille with Malaysia Airlines out of the Dutch market.
PR's played a big role in supporting the consumer campaigns that have happened in the first quarter of this year. We had enormous amounts of success at Hampton Court with wonderful broadcast footage on some of our biggest morning television programmes. The BBC weather was actually read from our garden. We had wonderful coverage on Daybreak, and Joe Swift did an interview on the BBC which reached at least 1.75 million viewers. We had fabulous coverage across lots of different media, print and online. Restaurant Australia saw 150 people have a wonderful dinner at Australia House. Our chef, Rachel O'Sullivan, has done fabulous interviews, resulting in a wonderful piece in the Mail on Sunday, reaching 2.75 million.
Rachel's been working with the NT on placing lots of great articles in British press and domestic Australian media, and she's going to tell us about her trip to the Northern Territory.
Yes, I had a great time in the Northern Territory, particularly Alice Springs on the Bob Taylor bush tucker trip out to Simpsons Gap and McDonnell Ranges, and then on to Uluru, which was truly spectacular, discovering the bush food and how it's grown and how it's used in the food there, and then incorporating that into my menu for Restaurant Australia, which I'm really excited about, and hopefully enticing people to take a trip themselves.
October saw a film crew from Channel 4 go down the film with Jimmy Doherty on the wonderful food produce in Australia. We also had another film crew out, which is top secret, but you'll all be delighted with the results next year.
We've hit the ground running with social media, and we've been working on some exciting campaigns targeting niche audiences that have had great social media interaction. This has included the recent Restaurant Australia evening and the Singapore Airlines Waterloo takeover. We're aware that social media is about the personal connection, but there is some science to our strategy as well. For example, we've identified a number of users on social media that have already been to the NT, and we're using these as brand ambassadors to encourage more people to the territory.
Finally, supporting the Always On strategy, we'll be targeting our audience at every phase of the booking cycle, from dreaming, planning, researching to actually booking, experience and sharing. We'll be using a mix of multimedia content and digital platforms. It will be this creative approach that will really help drive conversions.
My role here in the UK office to engage, motivate and inspire trade to positively position and actively sell the NT. To do this, we do it through our trade training programs, which includes Oz on Tour. We also do events and workshops, which includes events that we run with Parter, and it also includes incentives for mills. In 2015, we have Corroboree coming down to Australia, this year based down in South Australia. We have 2 for mills going out to the Northern Territory, 1 to the Red Centre and 1 to the Top End. And on a final note, earlier in 2014, we successfully launched the Explorers Way module in conjunction with South Australia on the Aussie Specialist Program. As you've just heard, we have lots of exciting trade and consumer activities coming up for the rest of 2015. If you'd like to get involved, please contact us and we'd love to show you how.
So hopefully that's given you an insight into who we are and what we've been up to, and we really look forward to working with you over the coming year.